used to always forget about the personal and how much we have at stake when it comes to me and you, but somehow I'm always just thinking about the hustle. And I've always been the man of my family, so all I know how to do is try to support and try to make money, and I don't want you to think that I'm selfish in any way. 'Cause I love you more than I can love anything in this world. It's been a long road.
Chrissy and Jim have had quite a journey together. They've faced cheating scandals, financial struggles, and even that infamous proposal moment. Despite all the challenges, they managed to push through, navigating the ups and downs of their relationship while the whole world watched. Fans of love and hip-hop have witnessed their explosive arguments, public breakups, and even moments when it looked like they were finally getting their act together. Through it all, Chrissy has always stood by Jim's side. But let's take a moment to talk about that proposal. Chrissy, after years of waiting, decided to take matters into her own hands. She got down on one knee for Jim. The moment was raw, emotional, and surprising. Yet, instead of a joyful yes and a wedding date, Jim hesitated. Eventually, he said yes, but that didn't lead to an actual wedding. As the years passed with no follow-up, people began questioning whether Jim was ever serious about marrying Chrissy.
You all know me very well. We all know that I've tried several different ventures in my life. I tried the real estate, interior design, personal styling, never quite fit. It's taken me a long time to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with my life. And I figured it out. I want to spend it with you.
You can't tell me resentment didn't start to build up. Chrissy made a bold, public gesture to show her commitment, but in return, all she got were years of empty promises. This alone made people wonder why Chrissy stuck around. Then there was Jim's history with cheating. Let's face it, Jim hasn't exactly been the most faithful partner. Late-night DMs, business trips, and studio sessions with Instagram models, there were many signs that all was not well. Chrissy turned a blind eye to much of it. She stayed by his side through rumors, fights, and questionable excuses. Even when others questioned her decision to stay, given the red flags, Chrissy stood firm, saying she knew her worth. But now, it seems like the tables have turned, and the internet is eating this story up. The drama began during a getaway to Miami that raised a lot of eyebrows. Chrissy was spotted at a luxury hotel, living it up. At first, everyone assumed it was just a girl's trip. Nothing too out of the ordinary, right?
You want some water?
I'm just drinking my water and minding my business.
That's all we doing.
But soon, more details started coming out, and things didn't seem so innocent anymore. Reports began trickling in that Chrissy wasn't alone. And no, Jim wasn't with her either. The rumors escalated when blurry photos started circulating online. The pictures showed Chrissy lounging by the pool, laughing and drinking with a mysterious man. At first, people tried to dismiss it. Maybe he was just a friend, maybe it was harmless fun. But then, more receipts came out, and it became impossible to deny what was really going on. First came the poolside photos, which clearly showed more than just friendly conversation. They looked cozy, intimate enough to raise some serious questions. Then, screenshots of flirty DMs appeared. The messages weren't about business, to put it mildly. And it didn't stop there. There were late-night calls, suggestive messages, and even explicit photos circulating online. Heart emojis, I miss you texts, and some pictures that were anything but innocent. The blogs ran with it, and fans were shocked. The mystery man Chrissy was with wasn't just some random guy, though. His connection to Jim made everything even worse. Jim wasn't taking this lightly. Tension began to rise, and it became clear that this could be the biggest scandal to ever hit their relationship. It all started when Jim was chilling, minding his own business, when his phone began blowing up. Text after text, DM after DM, everyone was reaching out. At first, Jim probably thought it was just another day in the industry, but when a member of his team sent him the proof, it all changed. Jim opened the messages, saw the photos, the texts, and the undeniable evidence, and let's just say, he did not take it well. Sources say Jim went from confused to furious in a matter of seconds. He immediately started calling Chrissy, but she wasn't answering. The more he called, the angrier he became. That's when he made a decision. He wasn't going to sit around waiting for answers. If Chrissy wasn't going to pick up, he was going to get the answers himself. So, Jim booked a last-minute flight to Miami and took off before Chrissy even knew what was happening. No warning, no heads up, just pure, unfiltered rage.
Is there still pressure for you and Chrissy to get officially married?
No. You married?
I'm not married.
Your mama married?
My mother wasn't married either.
All right, then. So that should answer your question. Why you worried about me getting married?
I knew you was gonna come with it, Jim. I knew you was gonna come with it, but as a female, I still had to ask the question.
You're talking to me about something that you haven't fulfilled or your mama hasn't fulfilled. So you should worry about what's going on in my house. You should try to figure out what's going on in yours.
Okay, but as a fan watching the relationship on television, that is something that fans, we always kind of have that question.
As a fan, you fans need to turn around and see if your mama's married or if your father's married. That's what you fans need to do. And if that's not going on in your household, you fans shouldn't ask me any questions. You dig? I'm only letting people that has grown up in a household that's married, mother and father, and if you are in a marriage.
When he landed in Miami, he didn't bother checking into a hotel or grabbing food. He went straight to Chrissy's location. Picture this, it's late at night, the Miami skyline glowing in the background, Jim storming through the lobby of the hotel, heading straight for Chrissy's suite. When he arrived, he didn't knock. He banged on the door, demanding answers. And when Chrissy finally opened it, well, she wasn't alone. Standing right inside her hotel room was the mysterious man. Jim completely lost it. But here's the twist, this man wasn't just some random Miami guy. This man was allegedly connected to Jim's inner circle. At first, people thought maybe it was just a rich guy trying to take his shot, but as more details emerged, it became clear this was personal. Word on the street is that Chrissy's secret lover is one of Jim's longtime business associates. If that's true, this is no longer just a messy love triangle. This is a deep betrayal on multiple levels.
Jim's childhood helped shape the man he is today. And if he wants to break that cycle, he can no longer gloss over the past because denial only strengthens what is being denied.
Jim and this guy didn't just have a casual relationship, they did business together. Money was involved. If Chrissy had been sneaking around with him, it wasn't a one-time mistake. This was calculated. And Jim? He's not letting this slide. Sources say Jim is already talking to lawyers, trying to figure out how to sever all ties with this man. And here's the crazy part, this could cost him millions. When personal and business lives collide, things can get messy fast. Deals could fall apart, partnerships could end, and Jim could take a major financial hit. But at this point, he doesn't care. Insiders are saying Jim is prepared to burn every bridge necessary to get this guy out of his life for good. As for Chrissy? Well, she's got some serious explaining to do. Naturally, Twitter had a field day with this one. For years, Jim had been painted as the bad guy in his relationship with Chrissy, cheating, making excuses, acting like Chrissy would never leave. But now the tables have turned, and the internet can't get enough. Fans are calling this poetic justice. Some people are commenting, Jim really thought he could mess around for years and Chrissy would never get tired. Karma's real, my guy. Others are saying, Chrissy should have left a long time ago instead of wasting all these years. But messing with someone from his circle? That's messy. And let's be real, Chrissy has stood by Jim through a lot. She stuck around during cheating scandals, financial troubles, and pure disrespect. So, a lot of people feel that, even if she stepped out on him, Jim kind of had it coming. But not everyone is taking shots at Jim. Some of his loyal fans are defending him, saying Chrissy should have just left if she was unhappy instead of sneaking around with someone from his close circle. One tweet summed it up perfectly, Chrissy waited over a decade for a wedding and still cheated? Just say you were wasting your own time. It's not just fans weighing in, though. Celebrities have added their opinions too, and one name keeps popping up, Yandy Smith. If you remember, Chrissy and Yandy have had their issues for years. Yandy used to manage Jim, and Chrissy always felt like Yandy was overstepping. Their relationship was rocky, and it didn't help that they often clashed on love and hip-hop. So, when Yandy posted an Instagram message saying, "Some things age like fine wine, others like spoiled milk," it was clear she was throwing shade. Although Yandy didn't name names, the timing was all too obvious. Jim? He wasn't happy about it. He's been telling people to keep his name out of it, but the damage has already been done. And just when you thought things couldn't get messier, rumors are spreading that there's a video of the whole situation, something that hasn't even leaked yet. Allegedly, Chrissy and her mystery man didn't just get caught in those flirty DMs and poolside photos. There's security footage from the Miami hotel, and if it gets out, it could be the final nail in the coffin. Chrissy hasn't confirmed or denied anything. She's laying low, hoping the heat will die down. But if that footage comes out, she won't be able to talk her way out of this one. And Jim? If he hasn't already lost it, that might be the last straw. So, what's next? Will Jim take Chrissy back? That's the big question. Let's face it, these two have been through a lot. Jim's been caught slipping time and time again, yet Chrissy stayed by his side. But now that the roles are reversed, Jim might not be so forgiving. For some men, it's all fun and games when they mess up, but when their woman does the same, it's suddenly a crisis. And the fact that Chrissy allegedly crossed the line with someone from Jim's inner circle? That cuts deep. Insiders say more details are coming, and if that rumored video exists, it's only a matter of time before it leaks. So, don't be surprised if this saga takes another shocking turn. What do you think? Should Jim walk away, or does Chrissy deserve a pass after everything Jim put her through? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned, this situation is far from over.